But the perseverance there, though, Jamal, you didn't want to give up, right? Like, so what did you have to do to change up your situation in order to reach that goal? Like, what was it? Just extra work? Was it just a mental like hurdle? What was it for you?
Yeah, so I don't know. I ran the hurdles back then, and like it was like, man, I come out the blocks, and then I'm coming out the blocks. I'm like, yeah, yeah, I got first, and I hit two hurdles, and I fell down on the ground, and I'm like, damn, I missed a chance to go to the Junior Olympics that year. So it was heartbreaking, you know what I'm saying? As a little kid, it probably was. I was crying. I hate losing. So the next year came around. What happened was I wrote on a piece of paper you know what I'm saying, what my goals was. And I stuck it underneath my pillow before I went to sleep. And the next year I ended up accomplishing my goals and accomplished to go into the Junior Olympics. So it was like making us write stuff down. So when I that was something that stuck with through all my life, through even through the NFL and in college and high school, write stuff down on a piece of paper and see if I could accomplish those goals.
Now, if Jamal said he wasn't the fastest, I'm wondering who was fast and what is considered fast to you, Jamal, because you have some explosive speed. You've shown that year in and year out, not only at the University of Texas, but also with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Hmm.
If you don't look at yourself as the fastest, then what is fast to you?
Man, somebody that's fast that can beat me. But like I saying, like I had to work for my speed, you know what I'm saying? It like you know what I'm saying, a lot of people are are born with it, but some people, to get to the top level, you have to work hard. One year I ran cross country. I ran cross country because in football I had a season injury on my finger. I had to have surgery, so my track coach in my sophomore year had me run cross country that year. And the next year I came out, I was faster than everybody just by running cross country. And then one year in the summertime, my auntie, she was I stayed with her. She was my basically my second mom, and she wouldn't allow me to play 7-on-7 in the summertime. She came and grabbed me off the football field and get to the and she was a track coach, so she grabbed me off the football field and put me on the track. And that next year, that summer, I made it to the Junior Olympics in Canada, where I got a gold and a bronze medal. I got a bronze in the 400-meter hurdles. In the relay, we got a gold. So I was a ran in Canada on the U.S. team as a 17 under team. So that was a pretty cool experience for me.
Yeah. So, Mark, that reminds me of he talked about he had to train in order to get to that faster time.
Right.
Jamal, I had the same experience. I'm telling you. So, if I was to roll out of the bed, I'd probably run a 4.5. I wouldn't even be close to a 4.4. But I knew that if I could
Mhm.
train specifically for that, it took me to have an ACL tear.
Hmm.
It took me to my senior year, right before my pro day,
Yeah,
before I ran a 4.3.
yeah.
So, it was one of those things that I knew I had to put the work in before I could get the reward. So,
Right. Yeah. I mean, to
Mhm.
be born with something where you
Yeah,
just roll out of bed and you're running a 4.4, that's crazy. I mean, I hope I can run a 10.4
yeah.
in my day. But that's incredible. Now, I want to shift a little bit here to Texas, okay?
Mhm.
Why did you choose Texas? Why did you want to be a Longhorn? And what was that move for you like? Because look, you're at the Junior Olympics, but you're playing football. You kind of have dual paths here. Was it just that Texas gave you that opportunity to keep doing
Mhm.
both?
Nah, the experience of Coach Brown know how to recruit kids, you know what I'm saying, having a mouthpiece, know how to talk, you know what I'm saying, changed my focus from going to other schools. My other choice was I wanted to go to Florida where they had a great program of that track too. So track and football. And I remember Coach Brown going to meet with Coach Brown and saying that if you go to Florida, you won't you can your mom and or your family won't be able to come see you play every game. You know what I'm saying? You come to Austin, you're only 4 hours away. And they can hug you, kiss you, and everything. Like especially, you know what I'm saying. Well, if you have a bad game, you fumble the ball, and ain't nobody to hug you after the game.
Wow, tugging at the heartstrings,
I know
man.
that's
That's how
right.
it's the family. That's right. Good move by coach. Very smart. So, talk about your experience there at Texas. And when you were there, was it a matter of just what was going to work out better for you, football or track, or did you eventually just start gravitating towards football and you knew that that was going to be your path? Like when did that happen?
No, well, Coach Brown let me continue to run track. You know what I'm saying? I love track. Track is my first love. It basically gave me a chance to open my eyes. I can do something in life. I can fly. I can go to. I made me go to Canada when I was young as a kid. So it opened me. I can go places. So I just wanted to stick with track. If I any school that I pick, I wanted to do both. I wanted to do track and football. And what happened was just seeing my freshman year, I was able to go win the Big 12 in 100, and as a freshman, being a four-time All American in track, indoors and outdoors, my freshman year, and then that was going to my sophomore year, so I had to gain weight. So the next year was like my sophomore year, about running track. Coach Brown. Had said like you're gonna be the man next year. You need to gain weight. You need to gain some more weight. And I was playing like at 195. He said I need you around 208. I was like okay, so I'm out there running track. I went from like winning first to going to like fifth place because I didn't gain 10 more pounds. I'm like, God, ain't no way ain't no way. So and I made that shift also. It was like that track shipping back then wasn't making a lot of money, you know what I'm saying, either. So it was like I used to see some of my track teammates, you know what I'm saying, coming back and like not just coming back not stable. They stayed in apartments. They wasn't like stable, you know, they deals wasn't big. And then I see my football teammates, they coming back with necklace, chain, just balling. And I'm like, man, something ain't looking real here, you know what I'm saying? So I got so they end up making my focus to football where it's like, man, yeah, I gotta go make the smart financial decision for my family, and the financial was basically football was the way.
Yeah, so Jamal, let me ask you this. I heard you talk about necklaces. I heard you talking about different styles, but I've noticed you in a number of community events and going back to Kansas City and seeing you showing up. You usually have a nice little setup. The way you dress, you always are coordinating. Tell me a little bit about when you got drafted. I'm coming from a history of not being drafted, but tell me one of your memories that you can take back from that. And then what did you wear on draft day? Because I know you still got that style that I've always seen whenever I see you in Kansas City.
Uh, well, I was a third rounder, so my style, my process was I thought I was gonna get drafted first round, and I would just like had like 50, 60 people in a big old house, you know what I'm saying, just waiting it out for me gonna get a game day. I'm dressed up, stylish. I gotta come correct. I think that all become came down because I used to wear hand me down and layways like, and then when I had got money, I can buy stuff that I like. And then what's the so that's where my style came from. It's like I was getting hand me down because I was a baby boy. My brother was giving me their clothes. My aunt, I stayed with my auntie. She didn't shop for me. I didn't have the Jordans and all that type of stuff growing up. You know what I'm saying? So when I got older, I guess that was kind of like the stuff I wanted to be more, just to be more clean and more like swaggy, like my style, and that's what it came from. But I had like I think I probably had 100 people at my draft day, growing up, in my draft day, going to the draft, and I didn't get drafted at all. And you know what I'm saying? It was a sad day. It was the first second round, and I didn't get drafted at all. So that was a bad experience. I wish I can do it all over again and just have like 10 people, because the next day. I only had like 6 people at the house when I got drafted.
Gotcha. Yeah, so I know that had to be a lot of pressure on that first day when you're having everybody locked in and waiting to see where you picked. But I can tell you what, I know Jamal one thing: when he shows up, he shows out. He comes correct. So that style that you started way back then when you got drafted, I know you've continued that. So that's kind of been most of the things that you could say. I know you come clean.
Dress to the 9,000s.
That's it.
9,000s. All right. Let's keep this story time going. So you do get drafted. You finally make it third round. And did you have a little extra chip on your shoulder because of that? What you just described, hanging out there day one, but it wasn't until day two you got there. Like, did you feel like, man, I've got some extra now I got to prove?
Yeah, I think the reason why I left Texas was because I had got my draft grade back that said I was gonna be drafted in the first 2 rounds, and then I wouldn't know if I was drafted in the third or fourth round. I would have kind of stayed at school and tried to improve my draft stock, and it was just heartbreaking. Well, with the guys that did get drafted in front of me, I just knew they wasn't better than me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they all did had great season. You know what I'm saying? Darren McFadden had a great college career. Um, One of Kevin Smith, it was like a lot of that year kids we was running for a lot of yards. For 2000, I think Kevin Smith did, but it was I think I got like 9 running backs got drafted in front of me, and I felt like I had to like prove myself to that these guys wasn't better than me, and I had more games I didn't play in just from the and more film than most of the guys that got drafted in me. But I guess back then they didn't believe in like my style of running or my size or my frame. They probably so that's probably what it cost, but it cost them, not me.
Breaking news from Bet365. New customers, Priest, $5. You just bet that and you can get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. So sign up, place a bet for $5 and get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose.
Bonus bets can be used on the spread, player props, futures, and so much more. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365.
Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER in Arizona, Colorado, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maryland, North Carolina, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, and Virginia. Or 1-800-BETS-OFF in Iowa. 21 plus only. 18 plus in Kentucky. Please gamble responsibly, and you must be present in Arizona, Colorado, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, and Kentucky, as well as Louisiana and select parishes. Maryland, North Carolina, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, and Virginia. $10 minimum deposit required. Terms and conditions apply. In-app only.
This has been a Playmaker production.